Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to BJ&Co Plays D&D.
D&D!
Game that there's Dungeons and Dragons. Not and.
I haven't seen any dragons.
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 If you like dragons, be sure to comment, like, subscribe, share, and if you really like dragons, hit our Patreon for $1 a month, which is literally about 3.5 cents a day. You can feed a feeding savvy. So yes, we are cheaper than starving African children.
Yeah, definitely gonna get some viewership on that one.
So hi, Cody.
Hi.
Hi, Derek.
Hello.
Hi, Chris.
Hey.
Hey. Hi, Spencer.
I see you're saving the best for last.
Sure, we'll go with that. So, let us get into the Dungeons and Dragons. When last we left our heroes. Man, you guys keep getting so much better at this.
Okay,
We were coming back from watching the Knoll tribute, and Hiek got attacked by a wereboar and then proceeded to become one at night. So we tied her up, and she escaped, and we shot her out of the sky and kept knocking her out repeatedly until the night passed.
Which was awesome.
Darling, I also think you're getting her sex wrong. I do believe it's a he.
Oh, I apologize.
Yes.
It is extremely difficult to sex birds sometimes. So.
Exactly. I don't want to have to lift the feathers.
If you ever forget, just think of it as he-yik.
Oh my god.
Fantastic. What a wonderful studying tool you have there.
And then at the very end, he woke up the next morning and then flew off.
Because I didn't
Yeah,
quite
he didn't
catch
seem
it,
too
and I
happy.
couldn't bring him down.
Did I pretty much sum it up?
Yes, darling, I think you did quite a swell job. Indeed.
Good.
A tip of the cap to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so, as you guys are walking back into town, Herschel says, well, we should probably go back to my place. Just to
Are you
see if he...
propositioning us?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic, then let's do it.
Is everybody want to go with that option?
I don't have any complaints.
Sure.
Seeing that you're a hunter of sorts, do you happen to have I can't think of the word right now.
A bow?
Someplace? No, someplace high up that I could maybe watch the sky for our dear
A
friend.
tree.
I mean,
Crow's nest.
Crow's nest, but that's like on a
nest.
ship. That's
I
what
mean-
I thought of. Is it still a crow's nest if it's on land?
I mean, the town
Maybe it's like
master's hall has like a
A bell
bit of
tower
a
or something?
a little spire, but I mean,
If he has a chimney, you can keep warm from the smoke that comes out.
yeah.
Excellent, Malchus. What a wonderful idea. Then okay, that's fine. Let's just. Are we not concerned? I'm genuinely a little concerned that there's a werebird.
Well, it doesn't happen until the night. Didn't we figure
Yeah,
that
It
out?
only happens
Yeah.
on full moons.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
We have like 7 days or something before the next moon.
Oh, I bet it's longer than that.
No, because if it happened
Oh,
on...
it goes on.
Yeah, the
Didn't he say it was
31st.
2 days?
But no, the full moons last for two full days. So if it just ended, we have 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 4. We have 2 full weeks before
What is
another one
that?
happens.
That's a full moon.
That is a new moon.
Oh, but it's still a full moon.
Nope.
It doesn't
It's
count.
completely dark.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
That means you see the dark side of the moon. Thank you, Pink Floyd.
Okay.
Alright. So, you guys want to head to Herschel?
Yes, we will
Yeah.
go to Herschel's.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I feel like there's a strong story element drawing us to this location.
Darling, I think that's a wonderful instinct.
So as you guys head to Herschel's, can I get you to roll a perception check, please?
Is it for us to see Hiek at the bar? I have a feeling if he's doing anything, it's getting drunk.
How was it? Oh, excellent, not bad.
All right. So as you guys approach Herschel's house, you can see that the door has been ripped off of its hinges.
Ooh.
Herschel runs in.
I pull a flintlock and...
Yeah, Lothos will draw his sword and then run in after.
I will carefully approach, but let them go in first.
So as you guys enter into Herschel's humble abode, you see that it's it looks like it's been ransacked almost, and yeah, it's not looking pretty. You know, things have been tipped over, glass is smashed, you know, things overturned, and Herschel has run into a back room, and he comes out and he's holding a scroll. And he says, well, this is interesting. And he unrolls the scroll. And it reads,
Dear friends,
Christ.
if that's what you want to call yourselves after tying me to a tree and assumedly letting an elf torture me for an entire evening, I write you this letter as a final sign of respect to those I've journeyed along and fought beside. I spent a long time of my life alone, regretting the decisions made by my parents when my village was attacked, and vowing to protect others when the time came, so as to not regret my inability to help those in need again. Clearly, my intent to protect those around me was lost on you, and while 2 of you are new companions of mine, and I wouldn't expect you to understand, Herschel and Malchius, I had thought would have been compelled to be more aware of my intentions. We knew there weren't any nearby peoples, and I didn't want to put you in harm's way. That's why I loosened the ropes when I was tied to the tree. My only thought was to keep my companions safe. Imagine my despair when I realized that those I sought to protect were the ones who cared less about protecting me. You'll notice by now I've taken the Amulet of Solinari with me. Herschel said it was important, and I intend to find out why. I will continue to stop the evils in this land and others, but I will do it my own way. The way I've known for years, and the way it should have stayed. Know that your betrayal of my trust will not soon be forgotten, and be wary of crossing my path in your endeavors. I extend you this warning out of respect but once. I would wish you well, but I still feel the lingering pain of that evening's beating, in all manners physical, emotional, and mental. Yuck.
I wasn't aware, Malchius, that your friend could write.
Hey, that's... that's what you get out of this?
I knew I should have killed him when I had the chance.
Darling, I think you're fully, we are fully of one mind, and I will load my rifle and say, it looks like we're going for a hunt. There's a were creature on the loose, and frankly, I can't allow anybody to be... Excuse me?
We already heard him, though.
Yes. 2 right in the 10 range.
But... we can't just go out and hunt him.
I will click the hammer lock back on one of my flintlocks and say, watch me, darling.
I won't let you do that.
The people that I'm caring for in that clinic have also been gored by such creatures, and we're trying to keep them from turning. We've already had one, and now there's one with wings.
We have 2 weeks until the next full moon, right?
Correct.
That means we have 2 weeks to find him and help him get rid of his curse.
Yes, but to find somebody who doesn't want to be found nor wants any help.
I'm fine with your proposal. However, if he hurts somebody else, we're going to have to put him down like the animal that he's become.
You can't... What if he hears you say that? That's...
Well, of course. Why wouldn't he go straight to the clinic? Why wouldn't he go straight to help? He's a ticking time bomb. Obviously, I don't necessarily need to kill him.
by the sounds of it, we've deeply hurt him. Have you ever been in a situation where someone's extremely hurt you, and because of that, you're not thinking straight? Because that's a situation he could be in right now, and that's why maybe he has gone there. Maybe he has gone to get it fixed. We don't know. But he's right. In the letter, he called us friends. That's what we're supposed to be. That's what I'm supposed to be. Been through a lot with him so far, and I treated him poorly. I know at the time I thought I was doing it to help him, but it was the wrong way to go about it.
I'm sorry, on this one we just won't see eye to eye. We were trying to help him by keeping him contained. When he becomes a were creature, not only would he lash out to anything and everything around him, he could have gotten himself killed by going and getting himself into a camp of gnolls within the forest.
Or an angry village.
The best thing that we can do is contain what is plaguing him before we can cure it.
I mean, I'm not saying that we're the ones 100% at fault here, because, I mean, if he'd talked to us and let us know what his plan was, then things could have ended out a little differently, but...
Darling, your heart's in the right place, but we have a problem here. You have to see that.
I know, but we have 2 weeks until it's a problem. Herschel, is there anything that shows where he might have gone?
Are there any feathers laying around? Anything of his?
Doesn't look like it. It was a pretty clean break-in. All I know is he has taken the Pendant of Solinari, and I don't think he knows its true potential.
Can I borrow a couple scrolls from you?
Sure. And he hands him some pieces of paper.
All right, I'm gonna start writing out apology letters to Hyek.
All right.
I'm gonna write up. I think 4 of them. I'm gonna write up 4 of them.
All right.
Hold on. I'm checking my knowledge of tracking things. Give me a moment. Traps.
Alright, when I've finished writing them, I'm gonna climb up onto the roof of Herschel's house.
Can you make a strength check, please?
Oh, that's not very good.
I think this is really cute that he's like sad but like trying his
I mean, you're trying, but you know your emotions are getting the better. You know, and you slip and you stumble. Herschel sees this and he comes and gives you a boost up.
Thanks, Herschel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, when I get up onto the roof, I'm gonna take the scroll. I'm gonna roll it up, and I'm gonna use catapult to shoot it off into the sky in the distance, and hope that he gets it.
All right.
And I'll do that 4 times. 1 for each of them. And then I'll just stand there and stare out in the horizon and see if I can see him. He was my closest friend.
How far does it throw it?
Not super far. It shoots in a straight line 90 feet. So if I aim it at about a 45-degree angle, I'd get maximum distance.
Okay, so with that, you shoot it up and you watch them fall down just over here past the past the incline. Yeah.
I don't notice that. I just keep staring out looking for him.
Okay. It says, well, you're coming down because you're wrecking my shingles now.
Okay.
Sorry.
And then I guess I'll go back down.
Okay. We should probably see what those other two want to do. I don't know if I mean, I've hunted a lot of people, a lot of monsters, a lot of beasts. I don't think we're finding him from anything he's left here, so... But... I'm just an old man. What do I know?
Malchus, do you have anything of his? Anything of any significance at all?
I don't think so.
Well,
All I
if
have are these green spectacles.
Yes,
And I'll
that's
put them on.
see-through money. I know, dear. If we can get close to him, then I can work to bring him down. I can try and locate him if he's. I can locate the necklace that he has, or the pendant, but that's about as best as I can do through arcane mapping. But that's it. So, you know him better, and I look over to Herschel, and you, darling, are a tracker. How best do you think we go about this?
We should start at the inn. Check the bar.
This guy knows what's going on.
What?
Oh, yes. That's the reason why.
Obvious. I mean, I've been in town a little while, but we were away. Why not talk to the locals? Where do they hang out? The inn. It's the only tavern in town, other than the Sleeping Giant, and you don't want to go around there. As from what I've heard, you're not the most favored over there. Well, Malchus at least.
The Sleeping Giant. I don't think I've been there.
Oh, you've pissed off enough people there.
Oh.
The Sleeping Giant's owned by the bad people.
Yeah.
Wait, is that...
The Red Brands. They're dicks.
Did I hear Hek?
No. No, you did not.
Well,
So,
I guess I'm fine with starting at the inn then.
I mean, as a tracker, and, you know, that's always where I'd go. And, you know, they serve pretty good grub. Get some drink.
I hope he's there just having a drink.
Mm-hmm.
Why not head that way?
All right, so everybody heads to which inn would you like to go to, or pub?
Isn't it the Stonehill Inn? Because that's the only reputable one.
I mean, there's the Sleeping Giant. I mean, you guys could.
I can check over there. I have to have some standing with them. They know I'm a position of nobility.
Maybe that's where Hek would go. I don't think so, though. It wouldn't hurt to try.
So you're heading to the Sleeping Giant first?
Wait a minute. Isn't the Sleeping Giant just a bunch of bandits?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Is it?
Isn't that
Malchus,
like those...
You would know that, yes, this is the hideout of the bandits that have been plaguing Phandalin for...
I don't think I was there for that
years.
session.
Well, you would know this.
Okay. Yeah, 'cause I remember having a struggle with a couple of them out in the street.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's where they're from.
Cool. I mean, I know what's going on.
So
Then let's maybe avoid the seedy underbelly of the town. Especially if you've made some enemies.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Alright, so we will go to the Stonehill Inn.
Ooh.
Man, I knew we made him mad, but I didn't know this much.
As you approach the Stonehill Inn, you notice that it's a newly built roundhouse of fieldstone and rough-hewn timbers. As you enter, see the common room is filled with locals nursing mugs of ale or cider, all of them eyeing you with curiosity.
Hek?
dear God. It's
at,
like a child who's lost its mother.
at this point, they all go back to nursing their ails.
He was my first companion.
So you guys are standing in the door. What would you like to do?
You know, Lothos, I do actually feel quite bad for this individual. He's had his entire party abandon him. Perhaps we should look for his friend. Then I'll walk up to the barkeep, whatever. Is it a man or a woman?
You would see that it is a man. Yep.
And I will saunter up, clicking my heels as I go.
Can I get everybody to roll a perception, please?
Oh, we're on fire. Minus the climbing.
Yeah, you guys head up to the innkeep, and you notice that everybody's sort of gone back to their own, their business, and Toblin Stonehill, he's like, "Hey, Malchus, it's been a while. How you been?"
I've been better. Have you seen Heck?
Oh, the Birdman?
Yeah.
No.
Looking for him. Oh.
No, I haven't seen him.
Well, if you see him, let him know we're looking for him. Or maybe don't. I don't know. What do you... I'd just look over at the other two. Should we let him know we're looking for him?
Of course, yes.
Yeah,
But
if you see...
perhaps keep the details limited. And give him a wink.
If you see Heck, let him know we're looking for him.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Is he in trouble?
I just
I
take
would
a
like
look
to
over.
insight his demeanor.
Okay.
Nope.
You can tell that he's speaking to you.
Cool.
Why would your party leave you? Like, what happened? How come you can't find him?
I will look directly at Malchus in the back of his head. Assuming that I'm standing behind him.
We had a small dispute over what we wanted to have for dinner, and he got angry and left, so we're looking for him to try and make amends. If you do come upon him, please let him know that we are looking for him.
You threatened to eat the Birdman? That's pretty barbaric.
No, we wouldn't do that.
We weren't going to eat him.
Oh, because I hear chicken dinner is pretty good.
Dear
Winner,
God.
winner.
Sorry, Heck, I don't mean to laugh.
And I will loop my arm around Malchus's and guide him out, assuming that he doesn't have any additional questions for this person that clearly doesn't know anything.
If I was a bird, where would I go? Which is the tallest tree in town?
You would know that there's, probably up at Crescent Manor. There's some trees up there, and it's up on a hill sort of thing.
Can we see the trees from here?
If you were to go outside, you could look.
Oh. Well, next time I'm outside, I'm going to take a look over there and see if I see any shapes in the trees.
Okay, what would you guys like to do?
Let's starting. We're following around a lovesick puppy here. I feel like there's better use for our times. Perhaps we should check back in with Herschel or something. Or I could just go back to the clinic.
Herschel looks at Ashcroft and says, I'm right here. I'm right
Sorry.
here.
Sorry, I forgot you were with us.
I don't really know why we're looking for a creature who doesn't want to be found nor doesn't want to speak with us. Don't we have more pressing matters? There's a uprising of gnolls in the forest that are sacrificing people. Shouldn't that take our full attention?
I forgot about that.
During normal circumstances, I would agree with you, but one of us is rather preoccupied at the moment. I mean, I could try and hire these... what did you call them, Malchus? Are they bandits over at the other inn?
Well, I mean, now that you brought up that, yeah, I forgot about the... As much as I want to go look for Yek, we kind of got to stop them.
We have to stop... I was thinking of hiring them, dear.
No, not those. As in, like, stop the gnolls.
The gnolls.
The red brands, I wouldn't trust them as far as I could catapult them.
Herschel says, that's about 90 feet.
Give or take.
Well, it's up to you. He's your friend. If this is something that you want to continue to pursue, I'm happy to help.
Well,
Herschel, what else do you know about the relic that Hiek has?
You mean the Amulet of Solinari?
That
Yes.
thing that might get him killed.
You said that he's not aware of the power that it holds. What power are you referring to?
I've heard stories about it, but I've only known one man.
Well,
who's
please,
had-
enlighten us. I love story time.
I've only known one man who's had one.
is
And
it Yek?
no. I mean,
So
now I know
it's
two. Now I know
Aren't-
two.
Aren't you halfway up a tree by now?
No, I'm not gonna climb it.
You guys are still in the story.
Pardon me!
As,
Talking about a pendant of Solinari.
so,
Okay, hold on. In character. Okay. Darling, what is it that you want?
in front of you,
Well, who's in front of me?
you
Yeah.
can see what looks like a cat, and
What?
he's 6'2", about 130 pounds, a light build, and blue eyes. He has orange hair, and what you can tell is this is a tabaxi.
Mm-hmm. And in my head, I just say, "Ugh, one creature in, another one, or one creature out, another one in."
Would I have ever seen a tabaxi before?
Do a history check.
I'm just trying to think of where I come from. I don't know if they're very common.
Oh yeah, you're like heavy elven culture.
No.
Can I
What
just say
the hell is this cat?
Darling, they hail from the south, one of the islands originally, but they've been dispersed throughout the area for some time now. Darling,
This is about as far south as I've ever come.
Did he say the necklace of Moon and Nora? No, never heard of it.
my God, what's wrong with all of you?
Have you never seen a cat before?
Oh God.
I've got some right here.
Are you a pirate?
What does it look like?
Does he
I
have an eye
don't know.
patch?
Does the
I
does
honestly
him an eye
don't
patch
know.
or a peg leg?
So are you looking for the pendant of Solinari or not?
Oh, hold on, I need to know what this person looks like.
Yeah, does he have an eye
homeless
patch?
person? Did a homeless person just walk up to us, or was this like is he in like normal garb? Because he talks like he's like he's probably somebody that looks pretty rough.
Can you roll a perception, please?
Sure, for somebody that's standing right in front of me.
I mean,
Look, maybe there's like a hidden detail.
from what you can tell, he's a sailor of sort.
Oh my God, that's the cutest thing I've ever seen. I might. All right, I have changed my mind.
Yes.
I have changed my
I'm
mind.
gonna
Selwyn.
need you to answer the question, mate.
Sorry, darling.
No. Right, that's what we're supposed to do, right?
Dear God, continue.
Do you take me for a fool, laddie?
No, but the buried treasure is that way.
So the tabaxi,
Arg, matey, swab the poop deck.
the
I will
tabaxi,
sharply elbow
the tabaxi can see that you're mocking him, and his axe is the way he speaks right in front of him.
Okay, last one. I think you meant swab the litter deck.
Really? Derek? For fuck's sake. I will step in front of Malchias and straighten out my coat and say, yes, darling, you overheard us correctly. Is there anything that you can do to help us find one?
First of all, matey, get out of the way so I can handle your friend.
No, please. That's not necessary.
I break out my swords.
He will hear a click, and he has to roll a perception.
Need a... What's it called? The thing.
Perception check?
No.
Intimidation.
Negatory.
Initiative.
That's the word. We need initiative.
God damn it.
God.
Are we in the middle of town?
Yeah.
I don't know if
are.
You're in the
yet.
Stonehill Inn.
Oh, we're still in... Okay.
Oh, there's no token for me to collect.
Oh, right. This is awkward. So let me do... Yeah,
This was the last thing I expected to happen.
God.
It's like, ah!
Hiek rolled initiative. He's not too far from here.
No, I rolled it into the wrong person. Whoopsie poopsie. Wait, was it the right one then? Yeah, it was.
Oh, wait, I can just drag my own token in, can't I?
Yep.
Oh, it's so much smaller.
Oops. Alright, so we have Ashcroft at 13. Malchias has 6. 3.
Chris, you're amazing. You never cease to surprise me.
Tabaxi, it is your turn as you have started initiative.
Initiative's 10!
Yeah, well, it's a surprise attack.
He gets a lucky action. Bastard.
Well, I will lunge at this tiefling.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
You guys are all standing in a line. Negatroy.
Before you cast that, I'm gonna see if I have to use... Do I have to say that I'm using shield before, or can I see after the result? I don't remember.
You can see after the result.
Cool.
Alright. Lunging it is.
Whew. He didn't make it. I have an 11 armor. He made it.
Yeah, he got you.
It's like the first damage I've taken in the last 4 sessions. 5
Nope.
sessions.
I will, when I swing my sword, I'm going to slap you with the flat end of the sword. Not looking to injure anybody.
So it's a slash. He just smacks your face for 7 points of damage.
Ouch.
Okay, so now we start initiative here. Ashcroft, you're up.
We'll figure out in a moment. I turn to him and say, are you really going to continue this?
Matey, just be honest with me. I'm looking for the Pendant of Solinari, and it sounded like you were too.
Yes, before you started slapping people with that pathetic excuse for a blade, I said yes, we were looking for one. If you have any extra information, it would be absolutely delightful to sit down with a drink and like civilized individuals and actually have a conversation about it.
Well, your friend talked about me cleaning my litter deck. And I have a bit of a reputation, don't I, Talbin?
Talbin just nods his head and continue cleaning the counter.
Can I take an action? Or are we still on...
You guys are still in initiative here.
It depends if Tabaxi Man is going to lay down his arms.
I'm down for a drink, if you are.
Fantastic. And I will unclick release the hammer lock on my handgun. And I will sit down at a table, and I will ask for the Fandolin, the finest red wine he has.
I'll pretend
it's not necessary. Well. I'll take a warm glass of milk.
So Tablin comes out with
out of solidarity, I will ask for a White Russian.
Yeah, he comes out with 5 mugs. In one, you see milk. In the other 4, you see ale. I've never heard of a White Russian. It's just ale. It's like, there you go.
I'll push it away. Thank you. Now, if you're done being strange and erratic, please tell us what you know about the Dependent of Solinari.
Rather first, I'll give you my name.
I didn't ask.
Oh, please.
I'm Crescent Moon of the Exotic Lagoon clan.
Yes!
Again, darling, I didn't ask.
Let him continue, Ashcroft.
Fine.
Matey, I simply had a former crewmate of mine. He told me of these artifacts of this god called Solinari.
So he is a pirate.
I'm a pirate.
Yes. Does he have an eye patch? That was never answered before.
We linked you a picture.
He has a picture on the screen.
Does not have one.
Yes,
I'm looking at both of his eyes.
And as you know, matey, curiosity killed the cat. So I've been looking into these Solinari pendants. And I heard there was a pendant in here. So I came to look it up. It seems your bird fellow man now has it. Is that true, matey?
I mean, that's not true, but how did you know that?
I heard you just say it.
Dear God.
You said it. You're looking for the bird man. You talked about the pendant. Come on now.
Melchius, you have never been one for discretion. You were speaking quite loudly.
Oh. Sorry.
It looks to me as though your party is full of slow warriors. And I'd like to see where this goes.
Pretty quick, actually. Except for when it comes to getting out of a tent.
Well then, I don't sleep in a tent. Sorry about you, big man. You do what you need to do. But I'd like to help you find the pendant. If you'll have me. I'm good with a blade.
I don't know, I'm gonna look at Dr. Ashcroft.
I feel like the fucking babysitter. I suppose, darling. How long have you worked in your trade?
Ask if he has any references.
Darling, I'm desperately going to need you to be quiet.
Talbin, did you tell the fine lady what you know of my reputation?
Why do you keep having others speak for you, darling? Do you know everyone in this bar?
This obviously means he's very influential and a powerful man.
I could care less what anybody says about you. I'd rather why don't you tag along for a while and we'll see how you fare. When we come across something that needs slaying, we can make a decision then.
Talbin lets out a sigh of relief.
Don't worry, barkeep. It looks like I'm not staying.
Did that man behind the counter just swoon?
Talbin's like, you're always welcome, Crescent Moon, and at any time.
You got this drink, right, matey? I don't have my wallet.
Oh, it's on me. It's on me, Crescent Moon.
Great. So where are we going?
Dear God. I honest to God don't know. I've had the weirdest 10 minutes.
I didn't think anything could
You're
be
a pirate.
crazier
You
than
seem
that.
to be good at tracking things down. Are you able to track a bird?
I mean, I'm a cat and I like to get birds. It ought to be enjoyable.
Is that also why you're looking for the pendant of light? So you're naturally attracted to it.
I am attracted to nice things.
Can I inspect the... Does it only look like he has the scimitar? Is there anything else on him?
Can you roll a perception?
Hold on. Gotta get out of the screen. Skills. Ugh.
It looks like that's all he's got.
Okay. Knowing he's a pirate, I'm obviously not going to trust that instinct.
What are your intentions with this artifact? Obviously, you are interested in trying to locate it, but why?
My crewmate told me of some kind of secret band of warriors in regards to this god, and that these artifacts were linked to it. I'm simply curious as to it. I heard it was important on this side of the world, and I crossed the ocean to find out.
I would like to insight check him.
Yeah, same.
Roll an insight, please, both of you.
Sure.
Before you guys are really able to do much, Herschel says, he's not wrong. And you can tell with your insight that both of them are telling the truth.
Well, and I'm more looking at like his intention behind wanting to try and find it, not whether or not what he was saying was true.
Yeah, I mean, that's...
Okay.
You can tell from that, that's what he's looking for.
Okay.
I don't see why not. My adventures here in Vandalin have already been so goddamn weird.
Well then, let's make him weirder, matey.
Only strange when you say it, darling.
There's some bandits in this town.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
We can slay some bandits until we find some information on the location of this pendant. Seems no one else knew about this pendant until you folks came in and I heard about it. And since you are also asking about it, I'm assuming that there's no information to be had about it right now.
No.
I may be a pirate, but I'm kind of smart.
You know, I'm kind of starting to like this guy.
What's your plan?
To make cat food of these bandits.
I prefer milk. But yeah. I'm not a fan of the bloodshed, but I'm quite skilled at it.
Interesting. How did you become so skilled if you don't enjoy the act?
Survival, matey.
Part of the trade, I imagine. Okay. So, what do you know of the bandits that are in Vandalin?
Well, at least he came to the right inn first. The other inn's a joke. But it's full of bandits. Soon we could go over there and ask some questions. Find out what's going on with the leadership.
This is
I
true.
heard there was some kind of disruption in their plans a few weeks ago. Some other adventurers had taken to their fortress or something. I haven't heard yet.
I hear their wizard was pretty powerful.
The small group of nobility and the mayor here asked me to be here. They seem like completely reasonable individuals. They wouldn't let such scoundrels exist within the city walls. Why don't we just go talk to them? Perhaps they don't even know.
There's always an underbelly in any town, no matter how rich or poor.
Oh, you're as cheerful as always there, Lil.
This guy is not as stupid as I thought he was.
Thank you, kitty
Are
cat.
you just slow physically?
I'm not slow physically, and time really isn't an issue for me. I don't need to go fast. I'll get my deed done no matter what it takes.
We'll see one of these days. We'll tussle. It'll be a good fight. I'll wager you good old mug of milk. Not that I'd pay for it anyway. Isn't that right, Talvin?
Drinks are always on us there, Crescent Moon.
Happy to join you.
So your intent is to go wipe out a small group of bandits within the competing inn?
Not necessarily wipe them out. We're going to ask questions, and when they resist, which they inevitably will, then we use the fun means of getting the answers we want.
If you haven't noticed, I do enjoy a good tavern brawl.
I thought you just said you don't like fighting a little while ago.
I haven't noticed that, no.
Just because I don't like the bloodshed doesn't mean I'm not good at it. But a good old-fashioned tavern brawl, I could have slit your throat, could I not? But I slapped you with my blade.
Who's sitting beside me?
It's Lothos.
I just say over to Lothos, this guy's kind of making me uncomfortable now.
And I'll just kind of lean back over. I kind of like him.
I am deep
And then I'll just
face
lean back.
palmed. I just rub my eyes, and
Mateys, at the very least, you won't have to pay for any drinks with me, so I'm good to have around.
I don't actually drink.
and I point to the royal physician patch on my arm and say, "Darling, coin is rarely an issue."
It's a good problem to have. I never worry about the coin either. Did you want anything from the shop? I can go get whatever we want.
What do you mean? Are you going to go steal something? Who are you?
Don't need
Talvin
to steal
says,
it.
He's Crescent Moon of the Lost Lagoon.
Matey,
So
it's the
is-
exotic lagoon, okay? If you're going to spread, you better do it right next time.
Sorry,
So,
Crescent
is
Moon.
the-
Next round's on me.
Is that the name of your ship or your crew?
No, the exotic lagoon clan is where I originally grew up.
Oh, right, your clan. That's right.
Yes.
What's the name of your ship then if you're a pirate?
The Bilgewater Barnacle!
And whereabouts is that docked, darling? We're kind of inland a bit. We're a bit landlocked for that.
Somewhere to the west of here. This is a new continent. I don't know any of the names.
Neverwinter?
Sounds good, matey. It is kind of cold up here.
Never mind.
If you think it's cold up here, I should take you to my homeland someday.
I'm intrigued as to where you would come from, big man.
All things in time.
So let's go get some bandits.
I don't know how I feel about this plan, but that's fine.
Do you
It's at least
support
a
the
question.
bandits, matey?
I'm a physician that came into town to help the townspeople. Putting bullets in a bunch of bandits isn't exactly something that I'm keen
Have you
on.
talked to any of the townspeople, matey?
Of
It's the
course.
bandits they don't want to deal with. So if you want to help them, we need to get rid of these bandits.
That one I want to insight check.
Okay, roll insight.
If he, like, what the fuck his intention is with these people. Is if he actually wants to help the town, or if he just wants to beat the shit out of something.
You can tell that there's truth behind that.
Okay, he actually wants to be of help.
Herschel leans over and says, "Bandits are kind of dicks." And then
Okay.
he unrolls his map and points at red brands equals dicks. Rolls the map back up.
Okay. I have a... Do you do anything that makes a great deal of noise like I do? Are you more of a silent
Noise?
killer?
You wouldn't know I was coming if I didn't let you know.
Fantastic. Okay.
I'm a cat. I can climb. I bet you didn't see that coming.
Nope. Super out of left field.
Question for the DM. My ability Hypnotic Gaze, it doesn't say anything about the creature knowing that I used it on them. But it is a charm, dazed, and other thing. What it does is it... Here, I'll just throw the description up for you.
It's like a passive charm you can use once per day, isn't it?
Once per day per creature.
If the target can see or hear you, it must succeed a wisdom saving throw against your wizard spell. Okay. So I mean, you can try.
Oh God, he's casting suggestion.
You can try and stealthily do it if you want.
No, never mind then.
Okay. I mean, you can just try and cast it and see if he notices, but...
Well, it's just a look, isn't it?
Yeah, because all it is like just the sound of my voice or looking into my eyes. He just gets dazed and so I'm not really casting a spell. It's a feature that I got from my class.
Okay. Well, I mean, if the target can see or hear you, which it can.
See, but he doesn't have to. It could even just be us locking eyes.
But I mean,
that's why I'm curious.
Right.
Like this is like your call. If when it ended, if he would know that I even did that on him.
It's a good one. However, the effect ends if you move 5 feet away. The creature either nears nor hears you, takes damage. Once the effect ends, or if the creature succeeds its initial saving throw effect, you can't use... Oh. I mean, it doesn't really say anywhere on there that they don't know that you did it, but I guess... I mean, yeah, I mean, you can try, but if it fails, then he's going to be able to tell that you tried to do something to him.
Cool. And that's what I was looking for. I'm not going to do anything then.
All right. Cool.
Then we make our way to the sleeping giant.
All right. So as
before that, I actually do want to just go and buy some charcoal, incense, and herbs that must be consumed by fire in a brass brazier.
It's a brazier.
It's a brazier. You.
Sorry, in a brass bra.
Lepton.
Well.
Yeah. What kind of person calls it that?
As you.
Where were you going to purchase them from, matey? Let me get those for you. It's a sign of good faith.
Absolutely, it would be rude not to.
So as you guys stand up, you go to head...
I'll go meet my good friend Elmer again. He's up there at Barthen's Provisions. I'm sure he'd love to contribute some supplies for the cause.
As you guys stand up to head out, you guys head out the door, and can I get a perception check, please, from everyone?
Is this a scope thing, or is this a near me thing?
Near you.
Okay.
Ashcroft and Lothos, you can see Herschel drop some silver pieces on the table. And as you walk out, you see the town of Phandalin. And this is where we will end our session.
Woo!
What a twist.
So, if you enjoyed this session and the introduction of Crescent Moon of the Exotic Lagoon, be sure to hit, comment, like, subscribe, and if you really liked it, head over to Patreon. It really helps the channel out. And we'll see y'all next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Later.